What's up, Average Dad fans? Welcome back to part 3 of this Pixel versus Z Fold mini battle. Part 1 and part 2 are in the books. If you haven't already, check out the camera comparison and let me know which one you prefer. It's time to give my opinions overall, from price to hardware and software and cameras, and I guess user functionality. I want to talk about which foldable you should buy in 2023 and which foldable you absolutely should not buy in 2023. Let's go. So I've still got my trusty sidekick Theo on the camera. Thank you very much for that, Theo. What I want to do is talk about my overall opinions. So as far as price, they're both comparable at new, at retail. However, the Z Fold 4 is nearly a year old, which means the Z Fold 5 is going to be out soon. But you should absolutely not buy the Z Fold 5 unless you get some form of amazing deal that they're giving you a free phone. Because the Z Fold 4, which you can pick up on Amazon for £1,099, which is £650 cheaper than the Pixel Fold, is a much better deal than the Z Fold 5 or the Pixel Fold. Why? Well, cameras. I looked at the camera comparison after recorded, I looked at all the footage, and while, okay, zoom and a couple of selfies and some shots here or there were better for the Pixel, I also found that some shots were better for the Z Fold 4. Samsung have great cameras, we know that. So, did I see a big difference in quality between the two camera systems? No. So if we called that a draw, what else is justifying the price? As you know, we've talked hardware before. The outer screens on both phones are completely different. The aspect ratios are completely different. Can you live, if you had to, with the Z Fold 4 and its 2.5 inch approximately widescreen? Yes. If I can last with these fat shovel hands and fingers, then any of you can, I'm sure. Now, while it's easier and more comfortable to type on the outer screen here, it's not £650 more comfortable. Also, the inner screens. I mentioned before that the inner screens are 7.6 inches. The Z Fold 4 is bezel-less. The Pixel Fold is not, but again, I've said this 100 times, I don't care. What I do care about is using the inner screen, which for me is mainly for multitasking and consuming content. Now, when it comes to multitasking and app optimization when you open the inner screen, the Z Fold 4 is better. The Z Fold 4 is actually more optimized, which is ironic because Google is Android. Google own Android. So Google helped optimize the apps and this phone, yet they couldn't do it for their own. From Twitter to Instagram to loads of random apps and games. Some just are not optimized for the inside screen, and that really annoys me. Now, when it's specific multitasking tools, both are very good, but you can get more windows and functionality from the multitasking options on the Z Fold 4. Again, this might improve with the Android 14, but this is going to get Android 14 as well. So I have to give that to the Z Fold as well. Now, what Google have is something new on the market. Absolutely 100%. I praise them. I still love this device. I really love this device. But for the price, right here as I stand in July 2023, I am struggling to justify buying this new or a new version of this. That's not to say that the second iteration of the Pixel Fold will not be cheaper. I'm sure it'll be cheaper. This exact phone will be at some point £300, £400, maybe even £500 less. But right now, if you're looking to pick one up, you can either pay over retail from eBay or other places that are selling them, or you can buy it at retail but wait 6, 7, 8, up to 12 weeks in some countries where it's been released. That's a long time, and let me tell you, when you eventually get this phone in 6 to 12 weeks, Vivo X Fold 2 Plus will be out, the Oppo Find N3 will be out, the Xiaomi Mix Fold 3 will be out, the Honor Magic V2 will be out, and the OnePlus Open will be out. Consider that before you spend £1,750 on this, and you need to wait 2 months to get it. So, overall summary, foldable phones are here to stay. Foldable phone competition is growing and I love it. I love this device. Don't get it twisted. But I actually really like this device as well. I'm so glad I went back to revisit it. Ultimately though, for the price and to get it right now, I'm with the Z Fold 4. And I almost guarantee none of you thought I'd be saying that. So, goodbye Pixel Fold, hello Z Fold 4. Until next time.